What's good, everybody? Thanks for watching. Just wanted to do a quick video talking about what's going on in today. Also, make sure you go vote if you are over 18. Today is the day. A lot of people voted early, or if you're 18 or older. I'm not here to talk about anything political or anything or share my opinion. I just wanted to talk about literally Lil Pump being at the Trump rally and Trump calling him Lil Pimp. That was hilarious, right? Like I said, I ain't here to talk politics or nothing like that. I got other videos for that, but I literally just wanted to report on Lil Pump, like, and my opinion on him as an artist, because I am a full-time artist, influencer, content creator, 1.2 million followers on TikTok, and I just wanted to talk about him, just kind of what he's doing, the rebranding and stuff like that, from an artist standpoint. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video. And like I said, if you're 18 or older, make sure you go vote. It does matter, you know. So I seen a video just now on No Jumper's Instagram page. If you're not following me on the gram, make sure you go follow me. I'm trying to hit 30K, but he goes to the rally and he's like, is there any, I seen a title, you know, that Trump called him up, but I didn't believe it for a minute, you know. So, oh, you 18 already, Martinez? This what's up, man. So I didn't think Lil Pump was really gonna hit the stage, you know what I mean? I didn't think Lil Pump was gonna hit the stage. And when I seen him walking up, Trump was like, I like the hat. I'm like, yo, Lil Pump, really? Because you know Lil Pump is the guy for trolling, right? So he decided to go up and he was like, you know, Trump 2020, make America great again, blah, blah, blah. Then this Joe Biden, right? I think it's crazy because I thought Lil Pump was just trolling. I honestly do think that at this point, Lil Pump is doing everything that he can to revive his career. I don't really think Lil Pump, like, he is the last person that we will look at as a political figure. None of us look at Lil Pump and take him serious. Like, I think Lil Pump makes some dope music. He got some dope energy. His live shows, I mean, he's entertaining. But none of us take him serious as someone as a leader for the youth. And I think that's the problem that comes with being someone who's a clout chaser and someone who's blowing up just, like he's the person that we can go to for entertainment. And that's kind of what happens when you build your brand like a 6ix9ine or a Boot Gang or a Lil Pump. When you blow up, I think that picture of Lil Pump was Photoshopped, Lil Pump and Trump, it was. So that's why I was shocked that he actually showed up at the rally and Trump let him speak on the fly, on the spot. But the thing is, when you look at an artist like me, I'm very serious. I'm not as big as like a lot of other artists because I'm still, early in my career. I'm still getting started. I'm still kind of new at it. But people take me serious. When I say things that are political, or when it comes to like our country, or when it comes to communities, people usually take me serious. They can rally behind me. I led hundreds of people in protests in Detroit, non-violent protests. Also met and partnered with our local police chief and other people in our city who are powerful figures, But, people take me serious because I'm slowly building my stuff and I'm not clout chasing to build a career. You look at artists like Kendrick, J. Cole, or even up and coming artists. Like, there's artists who aren't as big as them, but you still respect them. But when we look at, like, imagine 6ix9ine coming out and saying, go out and vote, like, do a lot, serve your community, serve your country. Like, people gonna just flip past. They're gonna laugh at him, right? Because people aren't thinking about 6ix9ine and his opinion. He's only for entertainment, and that's why these artists kind of come and go. And that's a big reason why I feel like Lil Pump is kind of doing this. I mean, he might really be sincere, but at the end of the day, we know Lil Pump. Like, it ain't like he was politically involved until this point. He wasn't. You know what I mean? So the fact that he coming out now and doing that, we can't take it serious. Now, for me, right, if I came out and start sharing like a lot of the political views that I believe in, which I do in some videos, but people aren't surprised by it. It's not a surprise. Like I said, I'm not as big as Lil Pump, but people still aren't surprised by it because I've built up to it. But I just think it's crazy because after this, Lil Pump, like, no, but I feel like after this situation, right, it ain't like people are about to start going to listen to his music. And then after, it's just if it is a publicity stunt. Sorry, I'm getting calls. But a month from now, people aren't gonna be listening to his music. So whatever he's trying to do as a tactic, I don't think is really gonna. I don't really think it's going to. Sorry, it's a lot of noise in here. I don't think it's going to be a thing that really helps his career. I think it's just something that's going to bring him a little bit of attention, and then he's going to go back to whatever he goes back to. You know what I mean? So, man, with that being said, like, also, I know Ice Cube came out and said something about Trump, 50 Cent. So a lot of rappers are coming up and supporting him right now. And there's a lot of artists that we really haven't heard from. Not some of the thriving, successful artists, we haven't really heard from them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like it's sad when artists do this kind of stuff for clout or attention instead of taking it serious. Now, if they can actually talk about policies, they can talk about issues in communities, and they can actually back it up, then it's different. But if an artist is just getting up here saying some random stuff, then like it ain't nothing that I can get behind or take serious, So yeah, but with that being said, what's other things that y'all would like to see me, cover, other things y'all would like to see me talk about, other things that y'all would want to kind of see my opinion on? Because I want to start doing more of these videos and really engaging with the people that follow me home. Let me close this. My bad. So yeah, I want to start doing more videos that are engaging the people that follow me, just on like offering more of a perspective than just music. You know what I mean? So I feel like I study a lot of stuff, and at this point, I can kind of take questions. I wanted to talk about that, but I want to take questions at this point. So Ice Cube said willing to talk to him about black issues. Okay, that's what's up. I didn't dig too much into the Ice Cube situation. I know 50 Cent is known to be a troll right now as well. 50 Cent do a lot of stuff to stay in headlines, and that's why I said one big thing that I want y'all to know is that when y'all are young, and most of the people that follow me are like, middle school, high school. So when these entertainers do stuff, like, when they promote drugs that they don't take, when they promote, things that they don't do, or when they just promoting crazy stuff, I know, we are impressionable, but don't really like take everything that they say. Look at their character and how they live their life. You know what I mean? And don't just follow everything that they do and say. So if they say, oh, go pop a Molly, like, they 9 times out of 10, that's probably not something that they're doing, or it's not doing anything good for their life. Or if it's like, drop out of school, like, don't skip class, or do this, or vote for this person. Look at their life and what they doing. Are they a person of character, integrity, or are they just popping off at the mouth? And are they a bad example to follow? You know what I mean? So, yeah. But when it comes to like Lil Pump and stuff, like, I don't really take it serious. I mean, I know he's young, and he's probably doing it to kind of get that attention back on him. He's probably about to drop a project. He's actually been trying to drop a project, but people keep clowning him in the comments. He keep teasing music with Young Thug and all that, but people are roasting him in the comments saying, keep your music, don't drop it, we don't want your music. So I think in a way he's doing everything that he can, But from here, I want to kind of take a couple questions. I just dropped a project called Clouds in the Dirt. It's doing really well. People love it. You can find it anywhere on the internet. For those who want to know, make sure you stream the project. I'm gonna leave it in the description. I also have a Patreon community where I coach up and coming artists, and I video call y'all. I'm gonna leave that in the description as well. If you want to join that community and be able to video call me and get my reviews on your music anytime. I do it for free on Saturdays, but I don't get time to get to everybody. But if anybody got any questions, feel free to drop them right now in the chat, and I'm gonna be responding to some of them. Yeah, man, I think at this point, people forgot how to have conversations. You know what I mean? It can be questions about anything. People forgot about, how to have a conversation with someone. At this point, it's almost like you can't even talk to someone if they have a different opinion on you when it comes to like politics and stuff. The tension is so. No, I'm not a Trump supporter, by the way, for those who keep asking me. The tension is so thick right now that people would try to cancel you and threaten you and all that if you disagree with them, which is tough, man. Like, we are in a tough position right now, so I believe once we get through this election, hopefully things die down, you know what I mean? Hopefully things die down a little bit and people can learn how to be cordial and civilized and stop trying to brutalize each other and stuff like that. Because the best thing, there's a huge disconnect right now. People don't know how to talk to each other no more. The disconnect is this. I was born in the hood, had to work hard to get out of the hood, save money, learn how to invest in stocks, property, and all that kind of stuff, right? Learning all that stuff. But then there's other people who have a completely different experience in life. It doesn't make their experience wrong. I got a lot of friends who was born into wealth or the suburbs and have a completely different life. That doesn't make my perspective right, theirs wrong. It doesn't make theirs right, mine wrong. The thing is, they have their belief system because their family raised them into a certain religion, a certain demographic, taught them a certain thing, and, like, you have to learn how to sit down and talk with those kind of people in order to figure out how they got their perspective. And that's kind of how y'all can meet in the middle and learn from each other. You know what I mean? So if I talk to my wealthy friends and figure out how they got their perspective, it's only going to bring us together in our opinions, and we learn different things, and that's what's happening. We put too much emphasis on a leader and on a president and expect them to make us rich. Like, here's the thing. If if a cop is racist in the suburbs of Detroit, Joe Biden being in office isn't going to stop that officer. The community has to get behind each other to say, we're going to get this officer out together. The chief and everybody in the community got to decide that, right? If Trump gets reelected, if you're somebody who's poor, Trump isn't going to make you rich. You have to get out and work hard to make that money. You know what I mean? Like, just because he lowered taxes and all these different things, right, doesn't mean that you're going to become rich. It just means that it's going to be easier for people who are already wealthy, and it's going to just be another bonus and another plus, right? So we put way too much emphasis on leaders, and we expect them to change our situation, and we expect them to make our lives better, right? Like I said, I can say that I have been assaulted by a lot of, like, verbally, never physically, because I don't allow people to get that close to me, but almost. I was in a situation where I was in northern Michigan, and it was a group of people who were like hard Confederate, hard Trump supporters who started to kind of act like they were going to try to do something. You know what I mean? And I was by myself. I was with my family. I was with my wife and my son, and I was outnumbered, right? And it was a lot of like Trump flags everywhere, and that was the only situation where I felt like, dang, I ended up in the wrong environment at the wrong time, and I don't think that this is going to be in my favor no matter what. The dudes looked at me, and it was a lot of other stuff that happened that I'm not going to get into, but I ended up just having to leave and take the L. I couldn't say nothing back. I couldn't get smart with the dudes. I couldn't really defend myself because I was outnumbered, and I was on this beach in this little area, and yeah, like, it was just a rough situation. So, so that's the thing. Like I said, I have been directly affected by people, in the name of, Trump and who support him and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, I try to not put myself in situations where it's going to happen. And, on the same note, there are a lot of people that I've seen personally who are very aggressive when it comes to overthrowing the government and, tearing down capitalism, and I'm not for that as well. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, those people they don't go after the people that they see on the street, right? In my opinion, and what I've seen is, for me being who I am, if I show up anywhere in any country or any suburb area, I usually get stared down. I usually see a lot of "Make America Great Again" stuff, and people usually try to intimidate me in the name of Trump. That's what I've seen personally. I don't take that out on everybody. You know, I got friends who I've seen post some Trump stuff, and I don't take that out on them because they've never treated me that way. But at the same time, like, you know, it's tough that we're in that kind of position, because at the end of the day, like, we still have to learn how to live together and coexist in the same, you know, country. Like, you know, regardless of our beliefs and what, you know, if you're somebody who want to abolish the police, then you have to realize that, you know, we live in a country where crime is really high. So if you want to abolish the police, then that ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, what we gonna do about that? You got to provide a solution for that, you know? So I'm all for, you know, reform policing, the right policing, and I'm all for a strong military to the point. Now, if it's abusive and all that, then that's when it got to be reformed, and that's when it got to be corrected. But I'm all for social justice, fighting for minorities, fighting for the oppressed, but I'm also for building up money, equity. You know, I'm all for bringing wealth to people who work for it, you know? So I feel like at the end of the day, we gotta learn how to make decisions for ourselves and learn from each other, you know? And that comes with having conversations with people who disagree with me, people who can sit down and have a normal conversation, right? And that's how I come. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to, in like 30 minutes, I'm gonna go vote. But that comes with having conversations with people, you know what I mean? People get so closed-minded and stuck in their beliefs when they only surround themselves with people who believe what they believe, or only start watching certain news sources and news outlets. You have to be challenged. And that's how I'm who I am, because I would allow, my bad, but I allow myself to be challenged, right? So it's just, even though I'm someone who fights for justice, you've seen me protesting for Black Lives Matter, you don't see me out here flooding my social media, Biden 2020, Biden. Like, you don't see that. I'm gonna make my vote. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But I'm not about to be out punching people in the face saying Biden 2020, Biden. Like, I feel like people who, you know, like when I see Trump supporters doing that, I'm like, yo, it's not that serious. Chill. Like, go vote. Do what you gotta do. You don't gotta paint your whole body in Trump and tattoo Trump on your forehead, like, and go out and hit people with shotguns and run people over with cars. Like, you don't have to do all that. Like, go vote. Go, you know, do what you gotta do for your community, for your people, and stop trying to bring war on people that you gotta live and coexist with in the country. So that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. Like, you know, we gotta learn how to be civilized people when it comes to politics and stuff like that, man, you know. But yeah, but thanks for watching, y'all. If y'all got any comments, drop them in the comment section. I'm gonna go check it out. Make sure y'all go listen to my new project, Clout in the Dirt. Y'all can get merch in the description. I'm about to put these pressure hoodies up for sale eventually. But let me know y'all favorite song off my project. Let's run the numbers up. Much love, and I'll talk to y'all soon.